My husband's Mistress botched a case, and my husband, Arthur, forced me to take the responsibility in front of the board. He stripped me of my chief cardiothoracic surgery title, humiliated me in public, and pushed me out. After I left the hospital, I pulled all 54 of my cardiac patients. Pioneer Medical collapsed overnight.
Everyone, this malfunctors case is serious enough to require an emergency board meeting. Arthur has stated Dr. Joe committed gross negligence during surgery and caused a major adverse event. The board has decided to remove her as chief of cardiothoracic surgery and transfer her to another position. We'll now vote.
Wait.
We'll now begin the vote.
Arthur, Joe is the best doctor this medical center has.
Arthur, Joe has been here for years. We all know what she can do.
And she's your wife. Let's vote.
I agree.
Joe, are you serious?
I respect the medical center's decision. Anything else? Joe, you agreed to this yourself. Nobody forced you, right? Then we're done.
Hold on. Second item. Pioneer Medical cannot leave the chief of cardiothoracic surgery position vacant, so I've decided Dr. Chloe will take over.
Arthur, Chloe is still only an intern.
Exactly. Can she even operate on her own?
Chloe trained in cardiothoracic surgery, and she's exceptionally gifted. I trust her.
I agree. Anything else? Dr. Joe, Arthur and the board have made their decision. Sign it. Your husband is wild in bed. He said I'm the only woman in the world who can make him crazy. If that's all, I'm leaving.
Go. From today on, you are no longer part of this hospital's leadership.
Bye, Joe.
Baby, I knew you'd have a way. I don't know what I would have done without you.
So how are you planning to thank me tonight?
Stop it. Tonight?
David, how long has Pioneer Medical been using my 54 patents without paying?
Joe, you originally granted them a 3-year royalty-free license. Pioneer Medical never paid after that, so they've been using the patents without authorization for 9 years. But since Pioneer Medical's CEO was your husband,
And?
So I didn't pursue it, and I didn't renew the license either.
Terminate all patent license I gave Pioneer Medical.
But Joe, if you do that, Pioneer Medical will crash, and Arthur...
When an investment fails, cut losses. When a man cheats, you throw him out. Terminate the license. Now!
But don't...
Don't make me say it again. And one more thing. Recover every dollar Pioneer Medical owes me in patent licensing fees for the last 9 years.
Yes, Joe. I'm on it.
Get out. This is my private lab. Excuse me? Joe, wake up. I'm Pioneer Medical's cardiothoracic specialist now. Who do you think you are talking to me like that? I don't care what title you're hiding behind. This is my private lab. Get out. Arthur, look at her. She's already been removed as chief of cardiothoracic surgery, and she still dares to insult me.
Joe, I know you're angry, but for the good of the hospital, be reasonable.
Say it.
This lab belongs to the medical center. It belongs to the chief of cardiothoracic surgery. Chloe is chief now. You have 10 minutes to pack your personal things and hand the lab over to her.
Fine. I'll leave.
One more thing. To repair the hospital's reputation and limit the fallout, we're holding a medical technology press conference. I want you there to take responsibility. Also, Chloe has just been promoted to cardiothoracic specialist. Copy your minimally invasive valve replacement files for her and walk her through your signature surgical techniques.
She's Pioneer Medical's chief of cardiothoracic surgery now.
You're the senior surgeon. Help her.
Arthur, this desk is exactly the right size. I like it. Tonight, the two of us can do some research right here.
Something urgent came up at the hospital. Pack your things. Be gone in 10 minutes.
Arthur loves sleeping with me at your place when you're not home. You know exactly what I mean.
Joe, I'm back at my office and organizing the file. I need to confirm this one more time. Are you sure you want to move forward with the patent infringement claim against Pioneer Medical?
I'm sure.
All right, Joe.
Stop! Where do you think you're going? What home? What home? That luxury you used to live in was provided by Pioneer Medical for the chief of cardiothoracic surgeon. Now the title and the apartment are both mine. Was this your idea?
It's hospital property too. Chloe needs a better place. Joe, I really spoiled you. Back before Pioneer Medical took off, you slept in the lab every day. What, that's beneath you now? I'm not even sending you back to the lab. Just stay in a hotel for a few days. Relax yourself. Pioneer Medical can cover your hotel bill.
Then you'd better catch it. What the hell was it? Arthur, look at her! She's been removed and she's still acting so arrogant!
Joe, you still think you're above me. I'm the CEO of Pioneer Medical. When are you finally going to swallow your pride and come crawling back?
Good evening, members of the press. Regarding the recent mouth cockpit incident, we will not shirk responsibility. After our investigation that the cause was conned by our former chief cardiothoracic surgery, Dr. Joe, whose inappropriate actions nearly cost a patient their life. We are deeply saddened. We will compensate the victim's family for all losses, and as punishment, Joe has been removed from her position.
Arthur, now that Dr. Joe has been removed, how will Pioneer Medical regain public trust? And who will take over those high-risk cardiac surgeries?
That is the second reason I called this press conference. To restore Pioneer Medical's reputation, I am proud to introduce our new chief of cardiothoracic surgery, Dr. Chloe. She not only trained at one of the top medical schools in the country, she also has the bedside manner patients deserve. Going forward, she will oversee all cardiac surgeries at Pioneer Medical and do everything possible to repair the reputational damage from this incident.
Under Dr. Chloe's leadership, Pioneer Medical is sure to move past this controversy.
Joe, the licenses for all 54 patents have been fully terminated. I need to confirm again. Do you want to move into legal action?
Yes. At tomorrow's patent licensing conference, I'm taking back what belongs to me in front of everyone.
Joe, honestly, you gave Arthur far too much. Pioneer Medical was just a small clinic back then. You practically lived in the OR, pulling off one impossible cardiac surgery after another, and you built that hospital's reputation with your own hands.
Members of the press, from now on, every cardiothoracic case at Pioneer Medical will go through me. I will lead every core medical program in person.
In your personal life, you bent over backward for Arthur. You even put the Nimlian sleeve patrovascular aim under his name for free just to CEO position. What many of you don't know is that Dr. Joe has been wildly overrated in this field. Without Pioneer Medical behind her, how could she possibly have produced so many research results? Privately, she was arrogant and difficult to work with.
Everyone, I promise that Pioneer Medical will offer not only top lean technology, but also warm, patient-centered care. With me leading cardiothoracic trach surgery, every patient will receive the most thorough, humane treatment plan possible.
Wonderful. Pioneer Medical needed a change long ago.
Dr. Chloe, can you give us an early look at Pioneer Medical's latest research results and any patented technologies you plan to license?
Joe, get up here and present the research results. Start making amends for your malpractice incident.
David, initiate legal proceedings immediately. Send the demand letter and execute in full. You can handle this? In this patent pool, Pioneer Medical plans to license 74 new technologies. All of them were developed from Pioneer Medical's existing foundational patents.
And what will these technologies do for medicine?
Take cardiothoracic surgery, for example. With these new technologies, surgeons can improve their success rates by 30%.
30%? So much?
All right, if any MediQuest in the future, you can come directly to me.
Joe, have you lost your mind? Look at how well Chloe handles the media, then look at you. You make wild claims, steal the spotlight, and embarrass everyone. That show-off personality of yours is disgusting.
Done?
What kind of attitude is it? Do you have any idea what position you're in right now? Get out of here. Stop embarrassing me.
Fine. I'll get out.
That useless Joe actually has the nerve to be late today?
Baby, isn't it obvious? She's doing this to get back at you, making you lose face in front of the top medical institutions in the country.
Joe, these are the ownership confirmations for your 54 core patents, along with the legal notice terminating the licenses. Pioneer Medical has used them without authorization for 9 years. Unpaid licensing fees, +on penalties have been fully calculated. The total is $600 million. Who would have thought this nationally renowned cardiac surgery center would do something like this?
Let's go in.
Joe still isn't here. When we get to the core patent Q&A, can you handle it alone?
Have a little faith in me. Last night in bed, didn't you already explain all the key points from those files? I memorized everything.
Then show them the confidence of Pioneer Medical's chief cardiothoracic surgery. Make it count.
Look at me. I've got this.
This new Dr. Chloe is impressive. She's not just easy on the eyes. Her communication skills are excellent too. So much better than Dr. Joe, who always looked like she hated everyone.
Who the hell is Joe? Nope, his meta writes this. Pioneer Medical stays at the top of American medicine because of Arthur's brilliant decisions and outstanding management.
Oh? Is it so?
Joe, today is the most important patent licensing summit in American medicine. What possible excuse for being late?
I'm sorry.
Sorry? You kept the country's top medical executives waiting, and you think one little sorry fixes it?
Since you don't even have basic professionalism, you don't get to sit. Go to stand in the corner and listen.
Fine.
Let's continue.
Colleagues, Pioneer Medical's 74 newly developed clinical technologies will be licensed today for full use by every partner in this room.
My God, this is a gift to the entire medical field.
And that's not all. Thanks to the CEO's trust and support, and to celebrate my official appointment as Chief of Cardiothoracic Surgery, I'm giving everyone a flat 30% discount on all technology licensing fees.
What did you say? 30% off?
Back when Joe was chief, she was a total miter. She wouldn't give us a single cent off. Dr. Chloe's generosity and vision are miles beyond hers. Joe, did you hear it? Now do you understand the difference between you and Chloe? A doctor doesn't just need to know how to hold a scalpel. A doctor also needs to know how to deal with people.
Lesson learned.
Exactly. If Joe hadn't kept those patents locked down so tightly, our hospital's partnerships with Pioneer would have doubled by now.
Joe, you are a cancer on the medical community and a disgrace to Pioneer Medical.
Since I'm so unwelcome here, from now on, I'm cutting off all cooperation with everyone in this room. I'm cutting off all cooperation with everyone in this room.
Joe, you caused a malfunction incident and you're about to be fired. Soon you probably won't even be allowed near a scalpel. Cooperation?
Who gave you the right to talk here? Get out!
A cancer like her doesn't belong here. Everyone, stay calm. As to the formal resolution at spell Dr. Collusion, as this meeting, I will give identa Merigwan medical community a Kamatsukri answer. If there are no objections to the patent sharing plan, please sign the technology licensing agreements in front of you.
Arthur, buying out 20 years of patent licenses all at once puts real pressure on every hospital's cash flow.
Right. Could we pay every 5 years instead? After all, if anything happens to Pioneer Medical later and you can't technical port, we'd be left with nothing.
The foundation of any partnership is trust. Please read the contract carefully. It is written in black and white. If Pioneer Medical commits any breach, we will be liable for the maximum liquidated damages.
When you add up those maximum damages, that is a multi-billion-dollar guarantee. That is the confidence Pioneer Medical is putting on the table.
It's bold. I'll sign. Arthur, the contract is signed and legally binding. When will Pioneer Medical give us access to the data for those 74 new clinical technologies?
Chloe, distribute the database access credentials to the representatives immediately.
Wait. Arthur, you are stating if this be further. You seem to have overlooked something important.
What now? The 74 new technologies Pioneer Medical is preparing to license, along with the 54 core cardiac patents that form their foundation, are legally owned as Dr. Joe's separate personal property. Effective immediately, Dr. Joe, in her own name, formally terminates Pioneer Medical's license to all foundational patents and revokes all usage rights to these 74 new technologies.
What?
Joe, what the hell are you trying to pull?
Standard business procedure.
Dr. Joe has already been stripped of her title as Chief Medical Expert at Pioneer Medical Center. According to what you just said, she may even be terminated.
More than a dozen medical societies across the country pressured me to fire her. It was a near-fatal malpractice incident. Was I supposed to let that slide?
By all means. Once this meeting is over, I'll leave immediately.
Everyone heard that, right? She said it herself. She's leaving.
Since Dr. Joe will have no relationship with Pioneer Medical Center from this moment on, I assume you have no objection to her reclaiming legal ownership of her patents, Arthur.
What the hell is Pioneer Medical doing?
Are we still getting access to those 74 advanced clinical technologies or not?
Joe, stop trying to scare people. Don't forget, that high-end private lab of yours was provided by Pioneer Medical Center.
Exactly. That private lab was essentially a subsidiary asset funded by Pioneer Medical Center. All cardiothoracic research produced there belongs to the hospital. She has no right to handle any of it on her own.
Arthur, you seem to have a serious misunderstanding of patent ownership. Legally speaking, these patents are Dr. Joe's personal intellectual property. They have no direct connection to that private lab.
Every expense for Dr. Joe's private research projects came from her own independent funding. Every account is clear. Pioneer Medical Center's financial records show no proof that the hospital ever funded her research.
How is it possible?
Joe, you're Arthur's wife! Did you plan this from the start? Were you deliberately protecting yourself from him?
Joe, I finally see who you really are. You're not just a cold-blooded machine. You're a vile schemer to your core!
Arthur, anger has clearly clouded your judgment. 12 years ago, Pioneer Medical Center was in ruins. No one in this room knows it better than you, do they? 12 years ago, Pioneer Medical was nothing but a failing little clinic. And Dr. Joe was already one of the top cardiothoracic surgery talents in the country.
David, enough.
Why should I stop? To save your bankrupt clinic. She handed over 54 core cardiac patents and let you use them royalty-free for 3 full years. Arthur, you had no connections and no resources back then.
It was Dr. Joe spending day and night in the OR, pulling off one impossible surgery after another. Pioneer Medical only became what it is today because Joe carried it with her skill, her work, and her life.
Big words. I don't believe that a little research institute with a dozen people can beat the thousands of doctors at Pioneer Medical Center.
A lab's value lies in breakthroughs, not headcount. Without my institute, none of these people would even be here.
Arthur, Dr. Joe's royalty-free patent license to Pioneer Medical Center was never renewed after the free use agreement expired 9 years ago. Please verify it. And here is the patent infringement claim for damages. For the past 9 years, Pioneer Medical Center has continued using the related technology without a valid license. The total damages owed to Dr. Joe, $600 million.
Joe, after 12 years as husband and wife, are you really going to push me to the edge today?
I'm cutting my losses. Arthur, sign the license termination agreement and make it clean.
You cold-blooded monster! What was I to you? In all these 12 years, did you ever truly love me, even for 1 second?
Arthur, you could not be more wrong. If Dr. Joe didn't love you, would she have cleaned up that mess when you were on the verge of bankruptcy? If didn't love you, would she have let you use 54 cardiac patents all these years without paying a mence?
David, enough. Stop.
If Joe didn't love you, would she have put you in the CEO's chair with her own hands? Pioneer Medical exists today because she paid for it with her life. Pioneer Medical exists today because she paid for it with her life.
David, it's enough. Sign it. I don't want to hear your empty excuses, and I'm done arguing with you.
Joe, I barely recognize you anymore.
All consequences and terms are clearly laid out in that agreement.
Why? I used to be your whole world. Why are you doing this to me?
If you won't honor the agreement, we'll proceed with legal action. One more thing, David. Transfer my private lab out of Pioneer Medical Center today.
Yes, boss.
Wait, she just left? What happens to our 74 new technologies? Arthur, we literally just signed the purchase contract.
If Pioneer Medical can't deliver the technology, you will pay the maximum liquidated valuages under the contract.
Dr. Chloe, the signatures on this contract are iron-glade proof. You signed right in front of us. on this agreement isn't even dry, and Pioneer Medical already wants to back out? You're treating us like fools!
How is this all on us? You people were the ones piling on and demanding Joe be kicked out of the hospital. You helped drive her away, so you share half the blame for this mess.
You two are shameless. No wonder Dr. Joe is going scorched earth on you. You brought this on yourselves.
Enough! We go by the contract. I'm giving you 7 days. Either hand over all 74 advanced technologies in full, or we'll see you in court.
Honey, don't worry. You still have me.
You have a plan?
My father is close with Dr. Carey at Johns Hopkins School of Medicine, and Dr. Carey has a personal relationship with Chairman Haas and the New York Medical Association. If I can get that kind of heavyweight to step in, filling a tiny gap of 74 technologies will be nothing. We could even lock down cardiothoracic surgery across the entire East Coast.
Are you serious?
Trust me.
Joe, these are the latest clinical evaluation reports for several core minimally invasive surgical technologies from our lab. Please review them.
The data is clean. Contact the UPSDO immediately and complete the patent ownership registration process. Also, keep pressing the infringement Kleiner Medical Center, not one step back.
Got it, boss.
Joe, Chairman Hassan of the New York Medical Association urgently wants to schedule a formal meeting with you. This is the 7th time he has personally reached out this month.
Decline it. I don't have that kind of free time.
Joe, he has been calling a meeting with you for 5 straight years. Even 10 minutes would be worth giving him.
No.
Joe, Chairman Hassan has always admired your medical achievements. He's basically your biggest fan.
Waste of time.
The New York Medical Association wants to purchase a batch of our lab's core clinical fabulous work data.
If it's just a business transaction, you can handle it as my lawyer and business representative.
Except, Chairman Hallman is willing to double the purchase price if you appear in person.
Fine.
Chairman Hassan, Dr. Joe has agreed to the meeting. The location is Brooklyn Golf Club, correct?
I don't play golf, so no golf. 1 meeting only. He gets 5 minutes. Tell him to skip the small talk and get to the point.
Got it. Mr. Chairman, my boss can only spare 5 minutes, so please get straight to business and skip the pleasantries.
No problem. 5 minutes is more than enough. Thank Dr. Joe for agreeing to come, and please express my deepest gratitude. See you tonight. Chairman, did we really get the meeting?
5 full years. We finally got Dr. Joe, a true authority in medicine, to come meet us.
This is incredible. Dr. Joe was already at the very top of cardiothoracic surgery in this country 10 years ago. Meeting her is an enormous honor.
Exactly right.
If we can successfully buy that patch of clinical data from Dr. Joe's lab tomorrow, my medical paper can finally be published.
Come on, let's go prepare. We cannot take Dr. Joe lightly tomorrow.
Arthur, you idiot!
Since Joe pulled out her lab and patents, Pioneer Medical's core surgical business has completely collapsed.
And worse, those massive liquidated damages run into the billions. If we can't deliver those 74 new technologies, our hospital won't survive the week. How exactly do you plan to fill this hole? This is all Joe's fault. What good does complaining do now?
Without those patents, Pioneer Medical might as well file for bankruptcy.
Arthur, you're still married. Go beg her now. Sitting here is just waiting to die.
Do none of you have a spine? We don't need to beg her. I can solve this.
You? You couldn't fill a hole this big even if you sold yourself.
What if I told you Pioneer Medical can get support from Chairman Hassan of the New York Medical Association? Would it solve problem? Dr. Chloe, do you really have a way to reach senior people at the New York Medical Association?
If we can get the New York Medical Association to back us this time, that dead end of billions in liquidated damages could come back to life.
Do you think I took the chief specialist position at Pioneer Medical without bringing real connections to the table?
Now do you understand? Maybe Chloe still needs time to build up her surgical experience compared with Joe. But when it comes to people skills, emotional intelligence, and access to elite medical circles, she leaves that antisocial, cold-blooded machine Joe in the dust.
The CEO is right.
Exactly. What matters most is getting temporary licenses for a batch of course from them. Then the surgical projects we owe our partners can continue.
Dr. Chloe, contact them now.
Okay.
Chairman, when we meet Dr. Joe later, you have to give me 1 minute. My paper is ready to submit. All it's missing is the clinical data from Dr. Joe's lab.
Chairman, Carrie is my student. Give him a minute.
Who is this?
It's me. Dr. Carey, long time no see. It's Chloe. My father is an old friend of yours.
Oh, Chloe. I remember you. What do you need?
I wanted to share some good news. I've officially taken over as Pioneer Medical Center's cardiothoracic specialist.
Really? Impressive. I always thought you potential.
Dr. Carey, later at Brooklyn Golf Club, I'd like to host you for a relaxing afternoon and catch up properly. And could you introduce me to Chairman Hassan of the New York Medical Association while we're there?
Brooklyn Golf Club.
Yes.
Brooklyn. The Porjadon happens to be meeting someone there for Inchoinana later. In that case,
You can come along and observe.
it'll be good for you to see that world.
Thank you so much, Dr. Carey. I'll cover everything later. I'll make sure you're all taken care of.
Right. It's it for now.
Our hospital is finally saved.
Carrie, explain yourself. The meeting is only 5 minutes total, and you want to grab a whole minute the second you open your mouth? That's ridiculous. Mr. Chairman, you absolutely cannot favor him like this.
Professor, please don't get so worked up.
Who is this?
Dean Allen, hello. I'm Chloe. I once had the honor of sitting in on one of your public lectures at the Institute.
Oh, yes. What can I do for you?
Here's the thing. I put together a gathering later on behalf of Pioneer Medical Center to discuss possible academic collaboration with you. Dr. Carey has already agreed, and Chairman Hassan will also attend. Would you be willing to join us?
Sure. No problem.
See that, everyone? Was that really so hard to solve?
Incredible! Chloe really has connections.
Dr. Chloe, you're a lifesaver.
Dr. Chloe, should we go with you later?
Go? Have you all spent so much time around that classless woman Joe that she rubbed off on you? Showing up with a crowd would be completely rude.
Right. Of course.
That fossil Joe really thought she could threaten Arthur with a few lousy patents? Please. Once Pioneer Medical gets through this, just wait and see what I do to her! Gentlemen, the leaders of the medical community, please allow me to formally introduce Arthur, CEO of Pioneer Medical Center. Arthur, this is Dr. Carey from Johns Hopkins School of Medicine. He was very kind to me back then.
Dr. Callie, hello.
And this is the nationally renowned Dean Allen.
Dean Allen, it's an honor.
You must be Chairman Hassan of the New York Medical Association.
Hello?
Chairman Hassan, it's an extraordinary honor to gather many medical experts at one of the country's top golf clubs. Since we're all here, why don't I take the first shot and starts off?
Wait, Arthur, would you mind taking your club and playing on a fairway farther away?
What? Farther away?
Someone important is arriving soon. The noise from your swing will disturb my thoughts. We need an absolutely quiet environment to discuss core medical issues later, with no interruptions from anyone.
Dr. Carey, who exactly is coming later? Why all the ceremony?
A true giant at the very top of cardiothoracic surgery. The New York Medical Association waited 5 long years to get these 5 minutes today. When she arrives, keep your mouth shut. If you say even half a wrong word, God himself won't be able to save you.
Got it. I won't say a word. Joe? Who gave you permission to come here? Do you have any manners at all? Can't you see we're receiving VIP guests? Get out right now! Are you deaf? Who said you could step in here? Get out right now! If you want to beg Arthur for mercy, crawl over here on your knees across the grass!
What is this?
Joe, only now you're thinking of begging for my forgiveness? Too late. Don't expect me to go soft and forgive you.
Forgiveness? Are you two misunderstanding something?
Misunderstanding? There is no misunderstanding between us. You have completely lost your value to me.
No, what I mean, think doesn't matter. This elite circle isn't at a place where you get to talk. Dr. Carey, don't get upset. I'll handle this disgrace to Metin for you.
Chloe, you...
Idiot. Do you even know what level of event this is? This is the top medical circle in New York. Just standing here, you're polluting the air.
Joe, stop acting so high and mighty. Do you really think Pioneer Medical Center can't function without you? Let me tell you, the hospital is doing just fine. We don't need you. What? What is going on here?
Chairman Hassan, please don't let her ruin your mood. She is nothing but a washed-out doctor fired near a medical center. We're even preparing to petition the association to revoke her medical license. In that case, I'll leave first.
Dr. Joe!
In that case, I will excuse myself.
Dr. Joe!
You had no business stepping onto this course. Do you even know who is here today?
And this is Dean Allen, one of the top names in American medical research. And this is Dr. Carey, one of my father's closest friends. He has published more medical papers than you could ever read.
Joe, everyone here is a major figure in medicine, and they are all honored guests of Pioneer Medical Center.
Do you really think your little surgical skills make you special? Without Pioneer, you were nothing.
Joe, are you really so clueless? Even if you came to apologize, this is not the place.
Noted.
Unbelievable.
Enough. Do you still want me at this medical exchange or not?
Of course, absolutely. Dr. Joe, please sit.
Honey, look at her. Who does she think she is? Do not all stand there. Sit. Dean Allen, would you get me an iced water?
This is ridiculous. They gave you a seat because they were being polite, not because you earned it. And now you are ordering a dean to get you water? Why can't you learn from Chloe how to act like a woman?
Chairman, should I apologize?
To Joe? Dr. Joe, please do not. It is our pleasure. Joe, stand up! Now! Are you done making a scene? Did someone pay you to come here and sabotage us? No. Chairman Hassan, please let me explain. Out! Now! But
Dr. Joe, I am truly sorry. No ease. I have no idea where Arthur and Chloe came from.
Let us talk business.
Yes. Yes, of course. Thank you for being so gracious, Doc Joe. Business first.
Arthur, what is going on? Chairman Hassan is a very big deal. Why does he seem to know Joe so well?
How would I know? She never tells me anything.
Arthur, look. Our lab used the latest minimally suasive MAKES technique, cornerstone, this coronary mace. Our lab used Mason suturing bypass. Watch the valve incision.
Enough! Surgery, organs, blood, is that all you ever think about? Joe, do you even know how to be a woman anymore?
Dr. Joe, is there anything else you need?
I originally agreed to give you 5 minutes. Arthur and Chloe's 3 of them. You have 2 minutes left.
Dr. Joe, the New York Medical Association would like to invite you to lead an international cardiac care initiative. Dr. Joe, the nation's top medical research institution wants to partner with you on a federally backed cardiac surgery research program. Name your terms. Dr. Joe, Johnson urgently needs that clinical data taste from your private lab. We will make the funding worth your while. The price is negotiable.
Shot.
Too noise. I did not catch a useful point.
Chairman Hassan! Please do not leave, Dr. Joe. Just hear me out for 2 more minutes.
Dr. Joe, I truly have no idea what those 2 were doing.
It does not matter. I do not care.
Dr. Joe, that little incident did not ruin your mood, did it?
No.
About purchasing that confidential cardiovascular data from your lab.
Anything involving commercial transactions or data licensing goes through my personal attorney, David. He has full authority to act on my behalf.
Excellent! At least it solves one major problem.
Arthur! Now you see who she really is, right? Joe came here to kill our deal. She cannot stand seeing you succeed. She wants Pioneer Medical Center to collapse.
Joe, after 12 years this is how you treat me?
Honey, you know how hard it was for me to get access to the medical association.
I know you were only trying to help the hospital, but what options do we have now?
Relax yourself. Money solves everything. If Pioneer Medical Center throws enough dollars around, even the president would take our call.
Oh, if you are so rich, why not call the president to fix this for you? Why come to us?
No. That is not what I meant, Mr. Chairman. I only meant that if the New York Medical Association is willing to license some patents to Pioneer Medical Center, we would pay top dollar.
Exactly. Name your terms.
People like us are nobodies. How could we possibly compare to the president?
Then go ask your president!
Dr. Carolee, you and my father go way back. For my dad's sake, you have to help me.
I know plenty of people. Who does your father think he is? Tell him he and I are done. We waited 5 years to get a meeting with Dr. Joe, and you 2 idiots almost ruined it.
Her? You begged to meet her?
Shut the hell up! As chairman of the New York Medical Association, I am issuing a full blacklist order, effective immediately. No association member may divide Pioneer Medical Center with medical device patents, drug supply, or technical support. No, Chairman Hassan, please do not do this. It will destroy Pioneer Medical. You 2 fools almost destroyed the New York Medical Association today.
Attorney David, please, let us in see Dr. Joe. Ever since Dr. Joe pulled the anti-rejection drug formula and minimally invasive surgical patents, our cardiac departs have been paralyzed. Our surgical success rates are falling through the floor.
Dr. Joe does not have time.
Dr. Joe, our patients are lives too!
David, let them in.
Dr. Joe, once you revoke the licenses,
Pioneer Medical had no alternatives. The cardiac AORs at every major hospital are basically frozen. Dr. Joe, all those patients have transferred to other hospitals. Without patients, we are about to go under.
yes, ours too.
Get to the point.
Dr. Joe, we would not dare ask you to reopen all patents and technologies. We only hope you can release one batch of patented drugs.
I remember you. Back in Pioneer Medical's conference room, you were the loudest one yelling at Joe to get out.
We were misled by Arthur, Ben. It was all Arthur's fault.
I do not care.
Dr. Joe, about releasing those patented drugs.
You only remembered to beg Dr. Joe after you were about to go bankrupt?
Why should I lift the drug blockade for you?
Dr. Joe,
We are willing to pay triple the price for those drugs.
David, show them out.
4 times. No, 5 times. Dr. Joe, we will pay 5 times the price for those drugs.
you signed top-flight liquidated damages contracts. You are facing at least 10 times that in penalties. And now you bring us pocket change? It seems that you do not respect Dr. Joe at all.
I got it. I finally understand. We will not keep a single cent of the penalty payment from Pioneer Medical. All of it goes to you.
David, have security source them out.
Gentlemen, leave before I call security.
Dr. Joe, I understand. We are willing to pay 20 times the price for the technology, and we promise to sell all related medicine at cost with any profit.
Barely acceptable.
Sign. Wire the funds through formal channels. Once payment arrives, we restore drug access. After your legal team sign the documents, all patents and latest technology will be reopened to you.
Dr. Joe, is there a mistake on this document?
Arthur, you owe us answers today. How exactly do you plan to clean up this disaster?
Chloe, what happened to the New York Medical Associate injections you promised? Where are the replacement technologies?
Because of your reckless mess, we cannot get new licenses. Every partner Hoft in the country has cut contact with us, and all our medical programs are suspended.
At this rate, Pioneer Medical Center has 5 days at most before it files for bankruptcy.
Directors, I am sorry. This was my bad decision.
An apology fixes nothing! If we fail to deliver the 74 advanced technologies, we will face billions of dollars in liquidated damages!
Directors, calm down. I have one last solution. As long as you agree, those billions in penalties mean nothing.
Chloe, what solution? Tell me quickly.
Simple, honey. File for divorce from Joe. Immediately.
Divorce?
I found your marriage certificate yesterday. All those patents were invented after we married, so they are marital shared property.
Ah, exactly. Under state law, intellectual property attained during marriage belongs to both spouses. Once you file for divorce and split assets, you can legally claim half of all patent rights.
But no matter how ugly things got, I never truly planned to divorce Joe.
Arthur, we are on the brink of bankruptcy. Are you still holding on to your marriage? Which is more important, your relationship or this hospital?
Honey, divorce her right away. Once her righty day. Once we get the patents and save the hospital, I will always stay with you.
All right, that is the general idea. If any of you have questions later, email me. This public lecture is dismissed. What happened?
Joe, Pioneer Medical Center lunged at the opening bell on Wall Street. At this rate, it will not make it through the week.
David, do not waste my time with worthless market noise again. Focus on our own core projects.
Got it, boss. Hello, this is David. All right, I got it. I will tell her. Joe, that was notice from state court. Arthur has formally filed for divorce. The court requires both parties to appear immediately for a pretrial settlement conference. Do you want to see him?
Yes. Since he dragged this into court, I will meet him there myself.
I did not expect him to actually do this. Joe, are you okay?
I am fine.
Joe, you really are ruthless. You came straight for Pioneer Medical's throat.
Arthur, if you made your choice, do not regret it now.
You are trying to destroy everything I built.
Joe, you are Arthur's wife. How can you do this to him?
This is a court of law. Who do you think you are? Dr. Joe and Arthur are handling their marriage dispute. Since when does the mistress get a voice?
Who are you calling a mistress? Enough. Everyone shut up. Arthur, what do you want?
I had the court bring you here because I'm willing to give you one last chance for old time's sake. Sign the authorization restoring every cardiac patent license to Pioneer Medical Center right now. If you hand the technology back, I can withdraw this divorce petition.
Using a divorce petition to threaten me? Arthur, are you sure you have thought it through? Pioneer Medical is in this mess because of you, his wife. This is your fault. Chloe, the hospital is facing a gap in advanced minimally invasive surgical technology. Since you are now Pioneer Medical's chief specialist, is that not your problem? Or is Pioneer paying you millions of dollars a year to keep a useless ornament around? You!
Enough! Joe, I did not come here to trade insults.
I can continue licensing the technology to you, but on one condition.
Pioneer Medical Center must pay, in one lot set, all unpaid patent royalties and unauthorized use infringement fees from the past 9 years, totaling $600 million. Joe, after 12 years of marriage, you are bringing this heartless bill into court?
Feelings are feelings. Business is business. Patent licensing is a commercial transaction between two separate legal oddities. It has nothing to do with our private life.
If you are so cold-blooded that this marriage has no reason to continue, Your Honor, please enter the divorce judgment.
Here is the countersigned copy.
No problem.
You signed it easily? Not even a second of hesitation? 12 years, Joe. What was I to you?
When I cared about you, you were my whole world. Now you are nothing to me. Whether you live or die has nothing to do with me. Satisfied now? Your Honor, since both parties have agreed to dissolve marriage under state law, all medical patents developed by Dr. Joe during the marriage are marital property subject to equitable distribution. Arthur is entitled to claim a share of the patent rights. Oh? Is it so? Your Honor, we request an immediate accounting and equitable distribution of all marital intellectual property and patented technology. No objection. You heard her. Since you agree, hand over the access keys and ownership certificates for those core technologies.
Your Honor, I am afraid some people are about to be disappointed. My client, Dr. Joe, does not personally own a technical patent.
What?
Joe, even now you're still fighting this?
This is ridiculous. Your lab has been feeding this hospital technology for years, and now you're claiming you don't personally own a single patent? Do you think the judge is blind? Do you think we are? Your Honor, intentionally concealing or transferring major marital assets and falsifying records can rise to criminal conduct. As General Counsel for Pioneer Medical, I have detailed files on every cardiovascular breakthrough Dr. Joe controlled over the years. Joe, don't tell me you actually thought you could dodge the division of marital assets by parking the patents under someone else's name. Pulling a stunt like that in court is pathetic.
Joe, hand over the patent rights right now, and I can ask the judge for leniency and drop the criminal issue over your attempted asset transfer. I may even call off the divorce, as long as you learn to fall in line.
Arthur, we're already in court. Do you really think this vicious woman still cares about you?
Don't forget, Pioneer Medical is still a mess. We can still use her. Oh, so now you remember Dr. Joe exists? Where was that concern before? Arthur, everything happening to you right now is on you.
Who the hell do you think you are? Nobody asked you to speak!
Joe, no one can save you now. Don't make this uglier than it has to be.
Are you threatening me? Wrong person. We're already divorced.
You really think I won't sue you?
Your Honor, don't buy her excuses. This is the list of every technology she licensed to Pioneer Medical over the years. The evidence is right here, Joe. Got anything to say now? No mercy under the law. Your Honor, these schedules detail every patent licensed by Joe's private medical lab to Pioneer Medical over the past 12 years.
Counsel, precision matters. You just said the licenses came from a private medical lab. Legally, it is very different from saying Dr. Joe licensed them in her individual capacity.
Spare us the legal gymnastics. She built that private lab herself. In the lab's name or in her own name, it's the same thing.
In law, the difference is everything. David, what exactly are you getting at? What I'm saying is that Dr. Joe was never the sole legal registrar, assigner, or owner of those patents in her individual capacity.
If not Joe, then who?
This is absurd. Arthur, you were married to Joe for 12 years, and you never even knew the chain of title for the patents and technology your own wife developed? You skipped basic due diligence, then walked into court accusing her of transferring marital assets? That is not just disrespect for the legal process. It is contempt for your wife's life's work.
There's no point getting angry at him. Let him verify it.
Hello? Yes, it's me. Pull the chain of title records for the core cardiac patents Pioneer Medical used before. Now, confirm the named rights holder. SP Medical? What kind of company is that? Why have I never heard of the company?
It's the healthcare group my grandfather founded.
Joe! Even if you put the ownership under your grandfather's company, it doesn't change the fact that you developed those patents during our marriage.
Exactly. Your Honor, that kind of deliberately repapering should have no legal effect.
What if there was never any so-called transfer in the first place?
It's impossible.
You still have them on the line, don't you? Keep asking.
Ask them! Please confirm immediately whether the assigner or owner of these cardiac patents has changed at any point over the past decade plus.
Confirmed. No assignment or transfer of ownership has ever been recorded for this batch of patents.
What? They were assigned to SP Medical from day one? Not a single change on record?
Joe, we were married for 12 years, and you never told me something important!
Arthur, look at this. Our lab used a new minimally invasive suturing technique in this coronary bypass procedure. If we bring it into Pioneer Medical's clinical program, we could clear a major bottleneck.
Enough!
What's wrong?
We're supposed to be on a date. I don't want to look at this right now. All you ever think about is surgery. When are you going to act normal? Like a normal wife, a normal woman?
No, Arthur. I'm trying to tell you that to help you secure your position as CEO of Pioneer Medical, I was planning to put underlying framework of these patents.
Shut up. I'm warning you, never bring work home and dump it on me again. If you do, we're getting divorced.
Say something! What did I do that made you hide this from me? What did I do make you hide it from me?
Arthur, now you finally see what kind of woman she really is. Every post-marriage patent was kept inside your grandfather's company. Dr. Joe, that is quite a move.
Joe, did my love mean that little to you? If our marriage was a calculation from the start, why did you say yes when I proposed?
Arthur, your accusation makes no sense. You were married to Dr. Joe for 12 years, and you still don't know her.
What do you mean?
You had no idea that Dr. Joe secured her first independent medical patent when she was 13. A 13-year-old minor did not even have the basic legal capacity to register it herself. What option did she have besides having SP Medical, the company her grandfather founded, hold and register it for her? Later, to avoid endless transfer paperwork, Dr. Joe simply kept that structure in place. It has absolutely nothing to do with your marriage.
Joe, how did I never know something important?
Did you ever truly care about Joe? Did you ever ask whether she was exhausted after a day in the lab?
Since we're here now, I can finally be honest with you.
Honest about what?
I let the patents stay under my grandfather's company because I came to understand something very clearly. Blood family is the only thing I can trust not to betray me. Anyone else can, including you. And you proved I was right to protect myself. Counsel, do something! If SP Medical has been the legal owner of these medical technologies from the start, then Dr. Joe's patents were never transferred at all. In other words, no patent rights in her individual name ever entered the Merrill estate. In English! It means that under marital property law, Arthur has no right to divide or claim any of the patented technology.
Hello, fine. I already told the Mayo Clinic isn't the right partner to commercialize our technology at scale. Send them away. What? They're already there? All right, we'll head back now. Joe, about the clinical rollout and commercialization of those new minimally invasive technologies, Mayo Clinic already sent people, right? Actually, Pioneer Medical.
I'll come back another time for the rest of the property division. If there's nothing else today.
Joe, let me explain. Everything I said earlier was just panic talking. I never wanted divorce to go this far. It's not what I meant.
David, stop him.
Arthur, don't make a scene.
David, talk to her for me. Deep down, I've always cared about her.
Arthur, this devoted husband act means nothing to my boss. Please leave.
No, David, listen to me.
Don't make me call the bailiffs to clear the room. Arthur, you still have a public image. Leave yourself some dignity.
Well, what happened? How did the court rule?
If we can get even half those patents back, Pioneer Medical can still be saved.
Cut the chat. Did the court put the patents in the Merrill estate or not?
The papers are sparse. Legally, they're officially divorced.
Well, Joe may be arrogant, but there's no denying her talent.
True. She was completely loyal to Arthur before. 12 years together, gone just like that. Shame.
Stop pretending you care. Keeping Pioneer Medical alive is the only thing that matters. If the divorce is final, where are the technology rights we got? Hospital reps from every state are blowing my phone.
No patents. Not a technology.
What did you say?
Dr. Joe's lab and the legal owner of every clinical technology all belong to SP Medical.
Where the hell did this SP Medical come from?
It's the company Joe's grandfather founded. Every patent from Joe's private lab is separate property, excluded from equitable distribution.
So Arthur rushed into a divorce and got none of the only things that mattered?
Exactly. We have no leverage over Dr. Joe now.
Who the hell came up with this brain-dead plan?
Who else? The useless Chloe.
That damn disaster! She burned through my money. I swear I'll throw her into the Pacific myself!
Arthur, I'm not feeling well. I'm going to the restroom.
The divorce is done, the bridge is burned, and now you're telling me you didn't get a patent? Arthur, are you trying to drive Pioneer Medical into the ground?
Weren't you the one who swore we could get the technology through the divorce? Now the entire country knows we enraged one of the top experts in medicine. Who is going to help us now?
Where is that bitch Chloe hiding? First she pushed Joe out, then she fed you this idiotic divorce scheme. Now she's destroyed every card this hospital had. I'm throwing that bitch into the Pacific today! Answer me. Where did that walking disaster go?
Hand her over. If she wants us dead, I'll take her down first.
Talk!
Chloe, she said her stomach hurt.
Go to drag her back here, now!
Chloe, I hear Pioneer Medical has seen better days. So, how's life as their brand new chief specialist? Still enjoying the upgrade?
Don't mock me. You have to help me this time. Or those old men at Pioneer Medical are really going to kill me.
Kill you? I thought you had that idiot Arthur wrapped around your finger. What happened?
Joe pulled every cardiac technology. I need Tianju Pharma to supply replacement cardiotherapist and clinical data for minimally invasive cardiac procedure immediately. It only have to cover the gap for the next few days.
Chloe, are you dreaming? Joe's lab set the gold standard for those patents. Even if Tianwan ran R&D for another 10 years, we couldn't match those clinical outcomes. Where am I supposed to get you a replacement?
Then fake it.
What did you just say?
I don't care anymore! Just give me data that's convincing enough. Otherwise, you'll really be fishing me out of the Pacific!
Fake it, Chloe. If you're willing to go too far, why don't we make it a real score?
A real score? What do you have in mind?
I can have people fabricate clinical trial reports overnight that look real to anyone who isn't an expert. Plus a batch of counterfeit cardiovascular drugs that look flawless on paper. You use your title as chief specialist to make Pioneer Medical pay for the exclusive license. Once the money lands, we take it overseas and leave those old men holding the bag.
How much product can you get?
However much money you can bring in, it's how much product I have. Then we split it 50-50.
Fine. But tomorrow is Pioneer Medical's final deadline with its partners. If they can't produce something, those old men are finished. They're desperate. This is our chance.
Relax yourself. By tomorrow morning at the latest, every fake technology file and counterfeit drug formula will be in your inbox. Even Joe couldn't tell without clinical testing.
Then we have a deal!
Honey, you look exhausted. Did those old guys on the board give you a hard time again?
Chloe, I'm sorry. I failed you. The board is acting like a pack of rabid dogs. If we can't fill the technology and drug gap by tomorrow, they'll take all their anger out on you. I don't know how to protect you anymore.
Arthur, don't say that. For you, I can take a little heat.
But the ultimatum tomorrow.
What if I told you, by tomorrow morning, I can put the core technology and replacement drugs right in front of them?
Chloe, you're not kidding, are you? Who in medicine can fill a technology gap this huge overnight?
Honey, relax. I used every connection I have and privately reached the top people at Tianbu Pharma in Washington.
Tianju Pharma in Washington?
They have the minimally invasive cardiac technology we need?
More than that. They can immediately provide 100 cutting-edge tartarbiasco technologies, plus the formulas for replacement therapeutics as a package. A multinational pharma company with that level of R&D can crush Joe's tiny private lab without breaking a sweat.
Is it legitimate? If they're that powerful, why hasn't anyone in the industry heard about it?
Legitimate? Open your eyes and look. This is Tianju Pharma's top award from the National Medical Awards. This is the FDA Fast Track designation letter. And look at these photos. Their CEO at charity galas with Washington Power players. Every single one proves their reach. Every seal on these documents can be verified.
My God. Chloe, you had access to connections this powerful? Why didn't you bring them out sooner?
Do you think it's easy to get close to medical giants in Washington? I had to work so hard. I only locked them down today.
Pioneer Medical is saved. Chloe, you're my lifeline.
Don't thank me yet. The biggest surprise is still coming. Think about it. That greedy Joe licensed her technology for only a few years and still had the nerve to demand $600 million from Pioneer Medical. Tianju Pharma, because of me, is willing to sign a 20-year exclusive technology and drug licensee. And the price? Only $300 million.
How much? $300 million? Only $300 million?
Washington's medical market has been transparent for years. Patent licensing fees were never supposed to be so high. Joe monopolized Pioneer Medical's technology pipeline, so she inflated the price. Think about it. She was your wife, and she still demanded $600 million in penalties. How much has she been slimming off behind your back?
Joe, did you really fool me?
Honey, look. Tianju Pharma just sent an up-to-date. The first Earth batch of policeman therapy has been loaded and shipped to our hospital's Lontan storage.
And the core clinical technology.
Fines are coming through an encrypted express tube.
Perfect. We're saved.
Arthur, go back to the hospital and call an emergency board meeting right now. Show those old men this drug shipment order and technology schedule, then make them wire the money to Tianbo Pharma.
Good. As long as we wire the $300 million for tomorrow's delivery and lot in the technology, Pioneer Medical can hit back at Joe. Chloe, thank you. When everyone else abandoned me, you were the only one who saved me. I just wish I had met you sooner, if only it had been you 12 years ago.
Honey, go. Pioneer Medical comes first. I'll wait for you here.
Joe, in the last half hour alone, representatives from Mayo Clinic, Cleveland Clinic, and 3 multinational pharma groups have called 4 times. Each offer is more aggressive than the last. They want to sign commercialization licenses with us immediately. Are we still holding off on giving them a clear answer?
No rush. Wait for Pioneer Medical to make its move.
Are Pioneer Medical's shareholders senile? Their squawk is practically on the verge of being dilated, and they still haven't called to beg for mercy. Do they have a death wish?
David, the most important thing in elite cardiac surgery is patience. Tomorrow is the deadline. They'll come.
Joe, Mayor and Cleveland Clinic just called for the 4th time today, marked urgent again. They are even willing to move on profit sharing. They are serious.
You do not pick a partner because they sound eager. You weigh clinical adoption, scalability, and market reach. In this space, Pioneer Medical Center is still miles ahead of everyone else.
What if Pioneer digs in and refuses to crawl back?
He will crawl. David, in a capital fight. The best operators are like top surgeons with a calciple. Big nerves, steady hands. You cut where it matters and take the largest possible win.
Got it, boss.
Hello? What? Did we verify the source? All right, I got it. Joe, one of our industry contacts just sent intel.
Apex Scannertronics in Washington has been buying up the obsolete, minimally invasive cardiac specs our lab retired 3 years ago. And they have been quietly purchasing industrial starch and flour in bulk. Something is off.
Apex Pharmaceuticals?
I just dug into Apex Pharmaceuticals. Their current owner is not just a shady former medical broker. He is Chloe's ex-boyfriend.
So it is it. Pioneer has been quiet because of this.
My God. Is Chloe working with her ex to repackage our obsolete specs as breakthrough technology, then press flour into counterfeit drugs and scam Pioneer's partner hospitals and state hospital reps? Hello? Oh, okay. Joe, our contact confirmed it. What Apex sent over is not life-saving medication at all. It is counterfeit product made with flour and cheap chemical reagents. And the so-called breakthrough technology is backed by fabricated data. Chloe has completely lost it. Should we warn Pioneer's shareholders?
It is their problem. We do not need to get involved.
But boss, Pioneer's cardiac surgery years of department was built with years of your work. Can you really watch it collapse?
The harder Pioneer crashes, the bigger the piece we can carve out at the negotiate table.
But if we let this play out, will the cost to Pioneer and even Arthur be too severe?
Medical capital has always been a knife fight. No mercy.
Chloe is gambling live for money. Pioneer's shareholders should tear her apart and dump her in the ocean in person.
David, put more people on her. I want Chloe watched around the clock, every move. If she tries to cash out and flee the country, stop her immediately.
Understood. I will set it up now.
Board members, the clinical data package and drug lots Epsanagosic sent overnight have all been delivered to our partner hospitals, correct?
Everything was delivered late last night, both the data package and the cold chain shipments.
By the way, where is Dr. Chloe, our star of the moment? Why is she not logged into this internal recognition meeting? Chloe has barely slept these past few days, coordinating with Apex Pharmaceuticals and saving the hospital. She is completely drained. So Ike personally approved a day of rest at home.
Who would have thought that when Pioneer was on the brink, Chloe, the newly appointed chief cardiest, would be the one to hold everything together?
Since the tech handoff to our hospital partners is now stable, have PR draft an official statement for Wall Street immediately. We need Pioneer's stock back at its peak as fast as possible.
No problem. I will personally oversee it right now. Hello? What did you say? What happened? What is going on? Arthur, where the hell is Chloe hiding? I swear I will put her in concrete and drop her in the Pacific myself.
Arthur, do you understand what just happened? The lab reports from our partner hospitals came back. Apest's so-called miracle drugs are nothing but flour. The technical data is completely fabricated.
Complaints and liability notices from hospitals across the country are blowing up the switchboard. If this batch reaches an OR, it is attempted murder. Pioneer is looking at billions in breach claims and criminal exposure.
That it is impossible. Chloe said they were from Washington.
You son of a bitch! Call that toxic woman right now. Catch her immediately. We are getting in our cars and coming to your place to settle this.
She ran. She actually ran.
Dr. Chloe, you are really falling it. Where exactly were you planning to run?
I'm going to Apex's Pharmaceuticals headquarters in Washington on behalf of Pioneer Medical Center to push them on the next shipment.
Pioneer must really be broke. Its chiefs goes on official business without even a team.
This is highly confident hospital business. None of yours. Go away.
How dare you! What do you think you're doing? Let go of me!
What are we doing, Chloe? You can get in the car and come with me quietly, or I can call the FB right now and let you leave in handcuffs.
David, who gives you the right to detain me? What gives you the right to call the FBI on me?
Because you forged minimally invasive cardiac data. Because you abuse your position as chief specialist to misappropriate hospital funds.
Where did you hear that?
Put her in the car. Take her away.
Let go! You bastards!
Did you reach her?
Chloe's one is off. Board members, what do we do?
Now you are asking us? Where was that attitude when you fired Joe without consulting us?
Keep calling! If you still cannot reach that bitch, call the FBI and file a report immediately!
Everybody shut up! The priority right now is calming down our partner hospitals.
We are facing billions of dollars in breach of contract claims, plus the $600 million we still owe Dr. Joe in patent damages. Pioneer is about to be forced into bankruptcy liquidation.
Wait, go to Joe. She's the only one who can save us.
Exactly, but how do we get Joe to forgive us?
So do I call the police on Chloe first, or go beg Joe to sign a new license agreement?
Arthur, what the hell is wrong with you? Are you brain dead?
The most important thing right now is to wait outside Joe's private land in person and show some sincerity. As for you, Arthur, you are not off the cook.
Enough! Stop arguing. The only thing that matters is survival. Keep calling that toxic woman Chloe. If there is no word in 10 minutes, refer it to the FBI. As for Dr. Joe, I will swallow my pride and beggar myself if I have to.
Joe, today is Pioneer Medical Center's final deadline to pay the patent infringement damages. If the $600 million is not wind on time, should we immediately ask the court for execution? Hold on.
But boss, Pioneer only has about $1 billion in liquid cash left on the books, and today they are facing billions in claims from partner hospitals across the country. If we do not move first to freeze that $600 million through the court, I am worried we may not recover a cent.
No rush. Pioneer's shareholders cannot all be idiots. They will make the right choice.
Got it.
Hello? Oh, okay. Boss, Pioneer Medical Center's shareholders are downstairs. They are asking to see you. Let him in.
Dr. Joe, it has been a long time.
Paul, what do you want?
We are out of options. Chloe scammed us with counterfeit drugs and fabricated technical data. Complaints from hospitals across the country are exploding. Pioneer has truly been pushed to the edge.
Pioneer Medical Center has nothing to do with me. Get to the point.
Yes. We are begging you, Dr. Joe, return to Pioneer immediately and help us.
So you can fire me again?
Revoking your position before was a misunderstanding, and we deeply regret it.
If you say yes now, we will issue notice immediately and restore you unconditionally as Chief Cardiac Surgery.
You are trying to bargain with something that already belongs to me? Not tempting. Call security. Kick him out. Sir, this way.
How did Dr. Joe soften? Did she agree to restore our tech supply?
Do not ask. She had security throw me out.
Threw you out? Then what are we supposed to do?
Dr. Joe said restoring her chief specialist title was not a tempting offer.
No kidding! The chief of cardiac surgery seat was Dr. Joe's to begin with. Who would be impressed by being offered their own property?
Exactly! If Arthur had not let Chloe push Dr. Joe out, we would never have ended up here.
Chloe, pick up. Where the hell are you? Pick up!
Joe, Pioneer is already buckling. Why are you still holding back? They have not hit rock bottom yet. Their offer is still pathetic. You mean... I want all of Pioneer Medical Center. Mm-hmm. Okay. Send him up. Dr. Joe, Paul put his foot in his mouth earlier and upset you. We will stop talking about empty titles. The point.
The point is, if you are willing to provide the technology that gets Pioneer through this crisis, we will transfer 30% of Pioneer's founder shares to you at no cost. On top of that, the $600 million in overdue patent damages with interest will be in your account before sunset arrives today. And for all your latest clinical cardiac technologies, Pioneer will commit it every hospital resource, implementation, and production. Are you done? Lobby security to clear those flies from the entrance. I am warning you one last time. If you still have not figured out what you are actually bringing to the table, stop coming here and insulting my intelligence.
Let's go. Well, did she accept?
No, she kicked me out too.
What? She turned it down too! What the hell does Joe want? We offered her shares and money. What else does she want? Exactly. What does she name her price? Is she trying to leave us hang until we choke?
Could it be she wants Arthur to go up and beg her himself? They were married for 12 years. Maybe Joe still has one last grudge to settle and is waiting for Arthur to lower his head and apologize.
What good is his apology? He was the one who insisted on signing the divorce decree in court. The fact that Dr. Joe has not cut him down on sight already shows how much class she has.
Please. Of everyone here, Arthur has the least right to set foot in that building. If he goes up now, he will only disgust Joe even more.
Then what does Joe want before she lets Pioneer live? What will it take? What do you want, Joe? Just name it. How much is it going to cost?
Stop hesitating. Send someone else up. Ask her directly what kind of offer she wants.
Right. If Pioneer goes bankrupt, the shareholders and those partner hospitals will bury us. For our own survival, whatever Joe wants, she gets.
Yes. Whatever she wants. No bargaining.
Arthur, listen carefully. Whatever price Joe names, we accept it. Do not cause any more trouble.
Exactly. Pioneer's life is in Joe's hands now. Do you understand?
Do whatever you think is best.
Handle something for me. Boss, tell me what you need. File suit against Apex Pharmaceuticals immediately in Pioneer Medical Center's name and freeze their accounts. But boss, legally we do not represent Pioneer. Filing in their name, would that exceed our authority? We will soon. Yes, boss. I will start the legal process now. Send him up.
Dr. Joe, if you are willing to come back and save Pioneer, we guarantee we will fire Chloe immediately and pursue full criminal charges over the counterfeit drugs. We will make sure she spends the rest of her life in federal prison.
Why are you telling me this? That is your problem.
She make your divorce from Arthur. Do you really not hate her at all?
I cut my losses. I do not waste emotion on trash. You have 3 sentences left. If the offer still fails to satisfy me, all I can say to Pioneer Medical Center is sorry.
Dr. Joe, just name your price. Please, stop torturing us. No, wait,
Last sentence.
That counted as a sentence too?
What a shame. It seems that Pioneer Medical Center does not want to survive.
Wait, do not let anyone yet, please. I know!
Think very carefully before you talk.
Dr. Joe, if you save Pioneer Medical Center, we will clear the CEO seat for you immediately. From now on, absolute controlling interest and final fulfillment at Pioneer Medical Center will belong entirely to you.
Now that is almost persuasive.
Does it mean you accept? Thank God!
Have every board member wait in the first floor lobby. I will be down in 10 minutes. And I will bring you an unexpected surprise.
Dr. Joe, your coming at all is more than enough. We would never dare ask you to bring any surprise.
David, how's the surprise I asked you to prepare?
Do not worry, boss. Chloe, that slippery little rat, was stopped on her way out of the country.
Good work.
Bring her straight to the first floor lobby of our building. I will be there in 10 minutes.
Boss. Boss, are we starting the final recognition?
Pioneer Medical Center was built on my work. What I give, they may take. What I do not give, they do not get to steal.
We finally made it through. Otherwise, with billions in damages coming at us, we would all be sleeping with the Fishers.
Still have not found her? Chloe may have had some kind of accident.
Bullshit! You idiot! Even now, you are still making excuses for the bitch! Call the police now! Have the FBI drag that money-grabbing fugitive back here!
No need. I have already invited her back for you.
Arthur! Help me! They are insane! They blocked me in the street, and now they are trying to kidnap me! Arthur!
Joe, what is the meaning of this? You hired people to kidnap Chloe? Tell them to let her go right now.
Well, Arthur, look at you. Even now, you are still protecting your mistress.
Chloe is just a victim who was deceived by Apex Pharmaceuticals. I will not let you insult her!
Looks like the counterfeit drug blow-up and nationwide hospital claims still were not enough to wake Pioneer's CEO up.
Joe! I ask you to make your people let go of her right now!
Arthur, you will never guess where we caught your mistress. Arthur, I guarantee you will never guess where we caught your little girlfriend. Where? Do you want to explain it yourself, or should I expose the whole thing in front of every shareholder in this hospital?
Arthur, let me explain.
On the road to a smuggler's pier. What? What were you doing at a smuggler's pier? I thought you had been kidnapped.
This is the one-way ticket Chloe paid a fortune for. Destination, South America.
You greedy bitch! You were gonna take the money and run!
And this is Chloe's offshore account. Late last night, Titan Pharma in Washington wiled 150 millions into it. Arthur, your chief specialist must be paid very well. 150 million a month? Makes me want to go to med school.
Arthur, please let me explain.
Chloe, you have been playing me all this time. You teamed up with Titan Pharma's owner and used counterfeit drugs and fabricated technical quotes to bleed Pioneer Medical dry. Also, you could siphon off $300 million, didn't you?
Arthur, I had no choice.
You utilized my feelings and my trust, drained the hospital, made hundreds of millions, and then tried to flee the country. Is that it?
No. Arthur, I have always loved you. You have to believe me.
Hold on, Arthur. I think you should see this first. Chloe was dating you and still flying to Washington to hook up with Titan Pharma's CEO. Busy woman.
I threw away my wife for you. I turned the entire medical community against me for you. I gave you all my trust and affection. Why did you make such a fool of me? Shut up! If you had not protected and enabled her, she never would have become this disaster. Arthur, do not act like you are the victim here. The only reason you look pathetic is because you were stupid. You almost dragged all of us down with you.
Arthur, help me, please. I cannot go to federal prison, Arthur.
Are you out of your mind? After what you did, do you really think Arthur can still protect you?
Joe! I was wrong. Please let me go, please.
Whether you live or die, whether you are sorry or not, means nothing to me.
Which one is Chloe?
Agent, the woman on the floor is the person you are looking for.
Chloe, you are under arrest on suspicion of major medical fraud, manufacturing and distributing counter drugs, and abusing your position to illegally transfer and embezzle substantial company funds. Come with us.
No! You have the wrong person! I did not do it!
Arrest her.
Arthur! Save me! I do not want to go to prison! Arthur!
Enjoy spending the rest of your life in federal prison. Pioneer Medical's legal team is going to sue you until you have nothing left!
I am not going! I am not going! Arthur!
Arthur, let's go back. Now it is time to clean up your mess. Arthur, you no longer have the right to sit there. Dr. Joe, please take the chair.
Joe, you win.
Survival of the fittest. That is business at its most basic. Do not make yourself more important than you are.
Arthur, you really do overestimate it yourself. At this point, you do not even qualify as someone Dr. Joe would bother getting revenge on.
But Pioneer Medical is where I poured half my life's work. Are you really going to be this ruthless and take it away from me? Without Dr. Joe's core technology holding it up, Pioneer Medical would have gone bankrupt 12 years ago. Your so-called life's work was built on my boss's shoulders.
Board members, order please. This special board meeting of Pioneer Medical Center is now called to order. First item on the agenda. Given Arthur's major failures in judgment during his tenure as CEO, which nearly drove the entire hospital into bankruptcy, I formally move to remove Arthur from the office of Chief Executive Officer, effective immediately. All in favor, raise your hands.
Seconded. He has to go.
Agreed. Remove him. Get him out right now.
Unanimous. I hereby announce that, effective immediately, Arthur is removed as CEO of Pioneer Medical and stripped of all management authority. Since no board member objects, the motion passes unanimously. I hereby announce that all of Arthur's shares will be forfeited to the company to offset its losses.
Exactly. Under the hospital board's governing bylaws, Arthur's gross personal misconduct nearly forced the entire medical group into liquidation. His equity should be clawed back with no compensation. Joe, you took my CEO title, and now you want to strip me of my last shares too? Are you really leaving me no way out? Do you have to be so ruthless?
Adults pay for their own stupidity. This is a standard loss control and liquidation process. Do not dress it up with your personal feelings.
Cruel? Mr. Arthur, you need to get over yourself. Do you really think you matter so much? In your current state, you are not even worth my boss targeting on purpose.
But Pioneer Medical, this is the family business I worked half my life for.
Your family business? 12 years ago, if Dr. Joe had not married you with the world's leading cardiac patents and gave you the technology shown for free, your failing little clinic would have collapsed long ago. Everything you have today was handed to you by Dr. Joe.
Next, the second item of this special board meeting. First, Dr. Joe is hereby fully reinstated as Chief of Cardiothoracic Surgery, effective immediately. Second, given Pioneer Medical's current cash flow pressure and the massive funding needed to roll out the latest minimally invasive technology and move it through clinical implementation, the board has decided that the $600 million in unpaid patent licensing fees to Dr. Joe will be settled through a debt-for-equity conversion.
Agreed.
Agreed. After the disaster you caused and all the money you cost us, just wait.
I accept it.
Since the party concerned has no objection, I formally announce that Dr. Joe will receive 67% of Pioneer Medical Center, giving her a controlling stake.
Dr. Joe, are you satisfied with this debt for equity arrangement?
Fair.
Now, the third item on the agenda, nominate Dr. Joe as Chief Executive Officer of Pioneer Medical. All in favor? Any opposed?
I am in favor. No one is more qualified than Dr. Joe to sit in that seat.
Agreed. We fully support Dr. Joe.
With no objections, the motion passes unanimously. From this moment on, Dr. Joe is officially the new CEO of Pioneer Medical Center. Please settle down and hear the new CEO's instructions.
3 things. First, Pioneer Medical Center's previous management was a mess, and shareholders deserve an explanation. Terminate Arthur immediately and publish a formal announcement on the company website. Second resolution. The legal department will immediately file an intrastate commercial fraud lawsuit against Titan Pharma in Washington. Even if we have to take this all the way to the Supreme Court, I want every dollar they've stolen back.
Got it, boss. The complaint is ready. We also filed in advance
to freeze their corporate accounts and secure a travel restriction against Lardy. The money is still there.
Amazing. Dr. Joe saw everything coming.
Exactly. Unlike someone else.
Third resolution. Notify the technical department to lift the patently licensing freezes on all partner hospitals nationwide, effective immediately. Distribute the latest minimally invasive cardiothoracic technical parameters and restore all standard licensing. As of this second, Pioneer Medical is back where it belongs, at the top.
Thank God. We are finally saved.
Dr. Joe is brilliant. This is the leadership Pioneer Medical needed.
With Dr. Joe here, Pioneer Medical will rise again.
Good. Get to work.
Joe, can we talk?
Five minutes.
Thank you.
Joe, I did not mean to betray you. Chloe seduced me. I slept with her without knowing what was happening.
I swear it is true. But later, you were always so cold. It felt like you did not care about me at all, so I thought I would make you jelly. But I swear, I love you.
I am sorry I couldn't give you the kind of romance you wanted.
No, Joe. No, I was wrong. Can we start over? I have nothing now. I do not even want Pioneer Medical anymore. If we can go back to the way we were, I'll do anything.
You need to calm down.
And after I calm down, can we ever go back?
There is no future between us. Tomorrow, I will pass by the hillside villa. Bring my things out. I will not come in.
Boss, as soon as NASDAQ opened today, Pioneer Medical stock jumped 40%, hitting its highest market cap in 5 years.
The market always has the sharpest instincts. Once the core minimally invasive technology was licensed again, Cap'n smelled opportunity and came running.
Not only that, the partner hospitals across multiple states that were threatening to sue us have completely changed their tone. This morning, those old foxes not only withdrew every lawsuit, they lined up with gifts, begging to extend their exclusive technology license with us for another 10 years.
Tell legal we can renew, but our profit share goes up by 2 points. In this market, we call the shots now.
Got it. I will arrange it right away. Under your leadership, Pioneer Medical has finally been reborn.
Joe, once I get investors, I swear I will build the best cardiac hospital in America for you and make you the most celebrated chief of cardiothoracic surgery in the world.
Arthur, I do not care about titles. As long as I can stay beside you at the operating table, I would be happy even in a small clinic.
So, from the very beginning, you never cared about fame or money. The only thing you truly cared about was me.
What have I done? I lost the person who loved me most. I lost everything.
I am at the gate. Bring my things out.
Joe, I went through everything carefully. All your things are here. I found this ring in your cabinet. You still kept it. This is the wedding ring I bought you when we first got married. We were broke back then, but you said it was the most precious piece of jewelry in the world. Joe, in these 12 years, did you ever love me?
I did.
Then can we go back to the way we were?